everybody. So today we are going to learn about parts of a whole. Okay, so let's think of a scenario. Okay, let's think about a 12-mile bike ride, okay? And you biked 1/3 of it. Okay, so you've biked 1/3 of the 12 miles. So you haven't biked the whole thing, you've biked part of a whole. Okay, and so when we look at part of a whole, I'm going to draw a model really quick. So let's say, all right, it's a 12-mile bike route or bike path. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Ooh, good, that worked out well. Okay, so we have 12 pieces here. So if the whole thing is 12 miles, that means this whole stretch is 12. 1 mile, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 miles, 10 miles, 11 miles, 12 miles. Okay, so it's a 12-mile bike path. But you haven't gone the whole way. Okay, so if I were to draw you, so I'll draw a nice little happy face here, you've gone 1/3 of the way. So how do we find out how much that is? Well, one way is to use what we're using right now and use a model. Okay, and so this is cut into 12 parts to show all 12. Okay, but then we can say, well, how do we split it? Or remember, we use a knife sometimes. How do we cut it into thirds? Okay, so how can I cut this evenly into thirds? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I put a line here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a line here? Okay, so now I can see 1 part, 2 part, 3 parts to my 12-mile ride. And not just 3 parts, 3 equal parts. Okay? And so, but how did I do that? What did I really do? Didn't I take 12 the whole, and I actually kind of split it into thirds, or look at my knife, cut it into thirds? So I kind of did like 12 divided by 3, right, to get that? 12 parts divided by 3 parts. And I realized that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 parts in each. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4 parts in each. 1, 2, 3, 4 in each. So that means if you've gone 1/3 of the way, you've gone this far. So this is where you are now. So how many miles have you biked? You've biked 4 miles. Okay, so we just got our answer is 4 miles. But what I want to show you is that when we do this math, and we just did it with a model, really what you're doing is multiplication, believe it or not. You are multiplying fraction by a whole number. Okay, so let's go over something that we've learned before. Whenever we see of in math, we've been thinking about using that multiplication symbol. So really what you're doing is 1/3 of 12. So let's set it up, same problem, but let's set it up down here. 1/3 of, right? We said of is multiplication. Now how do we write 12 whole as a fraction? 12 whole as a fraction is 12 over 1. So now when you multiply, okay, and I know this is new, so we're multiplying right now. We multiply straight across. So 1 times 12 is 12 in the numerator, and 3 times 1 is 3 in the denominator. And guys, look what that gets us, 12/3. And you know how sometimes we read this as either 12 cut into 3 pieces? Hey, wait a minute. I did have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 cut into 1, 2, 3 pieces. 12/3. Or another way we've read this as a division symbol. So 12 divided by 3. And what do you get when you do 12 divided by 3? You get Okay, so we solved 1/3 of 12 with a model, but now we're also solving it with multiplication, which is the algorithm. Okay, I'm going to throw a new problem at you so we can make sure we understand it again. Okay, let's go ahead and think of, how about, sorry, let me get my marker. Okay, new problem. How about we're going to do, actually no, we'll do, okay, 3/4 of 16. Okay, so let's make up a scenario. We have a picture book that we're reading, okay? And the picture book is 16 pages long. But we have to go to lunch. We got called to lunch and we didn't finish the picture book. Okay? We only got 3/4 out of the 16 pages done. So I want to know, well, how many pages? Where are we at? Where do we stop? What is 3/4 of 16? Now, again, can we use a model? Yes. Okay? So thinking that the whole book is 16 pages. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, it worked out. Okay, so 16 pages in the whole book. And now we have to say, we say how many fourths is that if I cut it into fourths. Okay, so I can use it with the model, but I can also do the algorithm. Let me make this a 3. 3/4 of 16. And how do I write 16 as a fraction? 16 over 1. Okay, so let's go ahead and solve this. We go straight across the numerator, we multiply straight across the numerator, and we multiply straight across the denominator. So 3 times 16. It's okay if you have to do a little work on the side. 16 times 3. 3 times 6 is 18. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So far I've got 48 over 4. Oh, okay. So 3/4 of 16, I get 48 over 4. But wait a minute. That means I get 48 cut into fourths, or we can read it as division. What is 48 divided by 4? Well, 4 goes into 4 once, and when I multiply it, I get 4. Subtract, you get 0. Bring down the 8, and 4 goes into 8 2 times, and 4 times 2 is 8. I get nothing left. So that means my answer is 12. So 3/4 of 16 is this, 48 over 4, which I'm saying is 12. Let's see what that means. That means that when we stopped reading our picture book, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We must have been 12 pages in. And let's see if we can see that. Let's see if we can see that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Guys, look what we just made. We figured out that out of 16 total pages, 1 part out of 4, 2 parts out of 4, 3 parts out of 4 is the same thing as 12 pages. Okay? So we did it with a model, but we also did it with the algorithm. Okay, so we are going to continue today practicing how to find parts of a whole. Okay, and I want you to keep in mind that you can do it with the model, or you can do it with just straight multiplication. And when you multiply across the numerator, and you multiply across the denominator. Okay? Good job.